Hey everyone, Pete Werner here with your Diz Daily Fix for Wednesday, December 14th, 2016. Here's what's happening today. A class action lawsuit has been filed against Disney Parks and Resorts by 250 former cast members who were laid off from their positions and replaced with foreign workers through the U.S. H-1B visa program last year. The new lawsuit claims that the employees were laid off in order to train and be replaced by foreign workers of, quote, Indian national origin, end quote. The lawsuit alleges the employees were laid off based solely on their national origin and race. Now, you may remember that back in January, this same group of workers filed a lawsuit in federal court alleging that Disney abused the H-1B visa program through its use of a third-party company that misrepresented the impact the foreign workers would have. The lawsuit was dismissed on a technicality earlier this year, but the workers are not giving up, and they plan to go back to court. And I say good for them. And in another employment-related story, we reported last month that Disney was testing out a new system with custodial workers where sensors would be used to determine when certain areas of the park, like the bathrooms, needed to be cleaned. Under the new system, custodial workers would be notified via smartphone that an area required attention. Now, this was welcome news to those of us who were getting fed up with walking through filth and urine to use the bathrooms in Tomorrowland. However, the union representing the custodial workers was not happy with the test. They claimed that the policy ended the practice of allowing cast members with seniority to choose their own assignments. The union reported yesterday that they had lost the first round of the grievance process with Disney, but they intend to continue pursuing the issue to arbitration if necessary. Now, I am a big supporter of unions. Many members of my family are union members. My father was a Teamster. I was a Teamster at one point, and maybe someday I'll tell you that story. However, I also support the right of a company to take measures to adequately run and maintain their businesses. There has to be common ground here, and in this instance, I think it falls to the union to find a reasonable compromise. Disney's obligation to provide clean facilities to their paying guests has to trump a custodian's preference for assignment. If the union can come up with a better way to keep the bathrooms clean, I'm all for it. Right now, I'll take anything. Also in today's news, a new Florida resident discount was released for Walt Disney World today, with rates as low as $75 per night at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort this winter. The discount is available most nights from January 2nd to January 4th, January 8th through the 12th, and January 16th through February 15th. Head over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com to find out more. And one more thing I want to mention before I move on with the rest of the Daily Fix. Tomorrow is Nerd Christmas with the release of the new Star Wars film Rogue One. The Diz team and about 50 of our friends are going to be seeing the movie, and we're going to be posting our thoughts and a review on the film later tomorrow night. If you're interested, then make sure you head over to the Diz Unplugged Facebook page at facebook.com/DizUnplugged and follow along. Now, over on the Diz today, our contributor with the best name ever, Geneviève Pelletier, just sounds great. What a great name. Has an article where she lists all the dining locations at Walt Disney World where you can meet and greet your favorite Disney characters. On Dizboards.com today, our featured thread was started by Team H5 and discusses a lost park ticket, and the thread is offering advice and important information on how to protect yourself in the event this happens to you. Head over to the Theme Parks Attractions and Strategies board on Dizboards.com and check out the thread entitled Husband Lost Park Ticket to join in that discussion. On DizUnplugged.com today, we have the latest episode in the Best and Worst of Walt Disney World series. This week, we talk about the 5 best ways to deal with Epcot during the busiest times of the year. And finally, in the weather, if you're headed into the parks in Orlando tomorrow, expect partly sunny skies with a high of 72 and a low of 55. Out in Anaheim, expect a 40% chance of rain with a high of 65 and a low of 57. You can find links to all these stories and more on the Daily Fix main page at wdwinfo.com/dailyfix. That will do it for me today. Be sure to join us again tomorrow at noon Eastern for the next installment of the Diz Daily Fix. Have a great day, everyone.